Oh hey, Fireborn posted a new video. Wait, what's this? Wait, what? What? Is this real? Hold on. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, we're playing Silksong? Yeah, this is just unreal. As you saw in the intro, it came to my attention that someone fully recreated the Lace boss fight we saw from trailers and other previews. I know that I promised to work on some other things, but when I tried it myself, I knew I had to make a video on it. It's really just amazing, and it blows my mind how well it was made. So, today we're going to do a full breakdown of the Fanmade Lace boss fight. First off, let's take a closer look at Hornet's moveset and the different abilities you have at hand. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't easy figuring out all of these controls, but after all of testing and reassigning buttons, I'll guide you through the control list I set up myself, so you can watch through the video and change the controls to your own liking. The arrow keys are for Hornet's movement, space to jump, X to attack with the needle, D to throw the needle like a spear, Z to dash, Shift to run, Q to dash backwards, F to parry, A to heal, S to do an AoE attack, tap to change tools, and C to use the tools. Now, let's actually get into how all the abilities are used. Hornet's basic movements such as dashing, jumping, and attacking is easy to pick up. You know how they work if you played Hollow Knight, but a few things seem to be different. The down strike, as we know it, is replaced by a downwards dash, which sends you flying down to the left or right. It is primarily used as a pogo mechanic in the star platforming section, but it's also nice to bounce off Lace's head or utilizing it to fall down faster to avoid attacks. And if you parry an attack with down strike, it'll give you an additional height uplift. Also, if you combine the jump and the dash, Hornet will do a nice front flip over the enemy's head. Alternatively, if you're trying to get out of the way of an incoming attack, you have the option to propel yourself backwards of where you're facing. A really important mechanic in Hornet's abilities is the heal, or binding, or whatever you want to call it. If your silk meter is half full, it will heal 1 mask, but if it's completely maxed out, it will boost you with 3 extra masks, which can really make the difference when you're down to 1 health in the final phase. Hornet also has a set of different attacks to use that involve either silk, her needle, or both. Straight out of Hollow Knight come her spear throwing attack, silk AoE attack, and the parry. In the air, if you have 2 silk notches full, you can throw your needle like a grapple and propel towards it. Its main use is in the starting section, but it could be used to avoid Lace and run away from her. But on the ground, if you have 4 silk notches full, Hornet will throw her needle like a spear towards the enemy, and you'd be sure that it does some decent damage. I'm assuming the inspiration comes from Hornet's boss fight in Hollow Knight, as it strikes quite the resemblance, with the only change is that it doesn't hold in the air for that long. Another thing similar to the original boss fight is Hornet's parry. If you have enough silk, she'll do a parry stance and lunge herself towards the enemy if she gets hit, just like we saw in the release trailer. However, you do need to hold a button for it to work, or else you'll just be wasting your precious silk. And if you have about half of your silk meter full, you can jump and perform an AoE silk attack, which is again taken right out of the main Hornet boss fight. I do not use it that often myself for fighting Lace, as it can be easily misplaced and ruin your movement, but I can see why you could find it useful in certain situations. But we can't forget Hornet's ability to use different tools. However, in this fan-made battle, the only options are the straight pins, and the Lifeblood Syringe. The straight pins are great for combat as they have really long range and can be really helpful if you try to play passively and avoid attacks rather than fighting back. However, they are limited to only 20 and it's easy to miss your target. Also, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but they can be very well used to float around in the air for a few seconds. I'm not sure how you could use this effectively, but hey, it's a thing I guess. The Lifeblood Syringe does exactly what you'd expect. It gives you 2 Lifeblood masks that can somewhat help you in battle. I only managed to use it once every time, even though it says there's more of it that can be used, so I'm not really sure what's the deal with that, but it's fine. And that is pretty much everything Hornet's moveset has to offer, and I have to say there's quite a lot of options to pick from. But we cannot go without mentioning the enemy that you actually have to fight, and that is of course Lace herself.